now we're going to move to the last presentation of today, which is the leverage yield farming platform with capital protection and much more. I'm going to invite Jared there. I see it. And let's listen to Single Finance presentation.
And I would like to give you a quick introduction of our platform. So Single Finance is a cross-chain leverage yield farming platform with single-click and pseudo-market neutral strategy for our users to achieve targeted return with manageable risk. So 3 problems that we would like to solve and tackle. The first thing is that we believe yield farming users are always facing uncertain profit and loss and unmanageable risk with the impermanent loss and also the price effect. The second thing is that we believe the DeFi investment operation and the technology behind it's very complicated for people to understand. Also, we don't find a very good performance database for users to analyze the historical performance of their investment. So with that, we would like to first boost return for our users because their position is leverage, also with the auto compounding features to boost their yield. And for the risk part, I would like to mention the second point, which is hedging the price fluctuation risk by borrowing different amount of different assets, which is the core element of our pseudo market neutral strategy. Let's take an example here. So the left hand side, this is the performance of the traditional leverage yield farming. You can see the equity value of it is highly related to the price of the BTC. And with the pseudo market neutral strategy, the equity value is smoothened and not so relevant to the ups and downs of the BTC prices. And eventually you can make a greater profit with the pseudo market neutral strategy. And I would like to go into detail in the Q&A section later. So talking about risk management elements, first, the pseudo market neutral strategy itself is already a very, very good risk control measure. And also we always keep track our users portfolio in USD with the capital protection feature. And on the platform, all the smart contracts are audited by Certic, and also the platform is covered by insurers as well. So the LP time machine that we invented is a very, very detailed historical performance database for yield farmers. So it is already supporting different chains, including the Ethereum, BSC, Avalanche, and Phantom, and Chronos. So here is a quick look of how can we make profit from our daily operation, including the liquidation bounty, stop loss fee, and so on. Next, I would like to talk about the VE Single, which is our governance token, allowing our users to access to exclusive strategies and other exclusive features like the coming exclusive NFT assets. Here is our tokenomic. And also here is our roadmap, which I would like to highlight this particular item, which is the auto rebalancing feature. So somehow we believe with this feature, the impermanent loss will be further minimized. Here are our investors, our founders, our extended team, and the advisors. Thank you so much, and I would like to meet you and explain into details in the upcoming Q&A section. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
Welcome now to the Q&A section. Let's see.
Okay, so the first question that we have is, can I use LP time machine for free?
Yes, the answer is yes. It's open to public and it's totally free to use, and there is no paid feature, so it's 100% open to the public for free.
Cool. And could you also remind us what is the LP time machine, just for context for maybe the ones that didn't grasp that one?
Okay, sorry. You're asking to explain a little bit details about the LP time machine, right? The content.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I always describe it as something like the Bloomberg from the traditional finance. So people always wonder why they are still making a loss with that high APY, and the time machine is a good place for you to find the answer. Maybe it's about the price effect, maybe it's about the impermanent loss, or maybe the yield of it is not very stable, or just only at the moment that you look at the screen, APY is so high, but that was not the case for like maybe 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago. So if you have a chance, you can take a look at it. And in conclusion, I would say is we give you all the breakdowns, the trading fee, the price movement, the yield, for a very, very long period of time. Sometimes I would say it's the majority of the pairs we keep track from since day one. It is listed on the Dexes. So yes, it's a full database of for yield farmer, and also we are adding some more features into it. For example, like if your position is leveraged, we can also help you to calculate the past performance as well.
Cool, thank you. And let's see. Yep, I have multiple ones. Okay, let's see. Do you have a formal mechanism of partnerships to integrate with new Dexes?
Okay. So I would say it's basically because we want to go for multi-chain. So currently we are on Chronos and Phantom, and then soon I think we will be on Milkomeda as well. So I think in the process of that, we are going to pick the Dexes to integrate. First of all, we always consider the depth of the liquidity, because if your position is leveraged and if you want to open the position, the price slippage will be huge if the liquidity is not very thick enough. So there is no such a clear answer to how thick the liquidity should be. But if we are going to choose one of the Dexes from many Dexes on the chain, the liquidity will be one of the most important thing that we consider. And another thing is I think we will try to look in the yield, and also we would like to partner with Dexes who would like to pay out stable yield, because if the leverage yield farming position is open, and somehow if the borrowable assets, the interest, the cost will go up and down, and if the yield is not stable, it will create a lot of problem for our users. So I think these are the two critical elements that we will consider for partnering with a Dex.
Cool, thank you. And we have two more, but I'm going to pick the one that came first. Is there a minimum amount of funds a user needs to begin using the single finance platform?
Okay, so the answer is yes, but actually it's just that we consider, because every time you open a position for a leverage yield farming, we do all the operations behind the screen for you. So or for some of the chains, the gas fee will be very high, or not very high. I would say it's comparatively higher than other chains. So the minimum amount of funds that we set is for users' own good, because at least you will have to cover the gas, and then there will be some room for you to earn profit. Take an example of, if you would like to open a pseudo market neutral strategy on Chronos, the minimum amount is $200.
Yep, and that's why sometimes like very important for like a lot of like these layer one solutions, like how much are you paying for fees to interact with the smart contracts, because sometimes they have the market fees, so you need to, if there is a lot of people using the network, you need to pay a higher amount to be able to use it, and things get like pretty expensive pretty fast.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Yeah, it's clear that it's not coming from you guys, but actually it's like from the network itself, from like how much you need to interact with. Thank you, Jared, and I think we are good with time. Caro?
Yes.